Alright guys, we are here with Tiny, also known as Bloody Vixen. And is this a horde base or like a living base?
This is just a horde base.
And it's called Tiny's Death Crab Horde Base?
Yep, because if you look at it from over here, apparently the consensus is it kind of looks like a crab. Or a transformer, you can take your pick. But this is where the zombies come in at. And they hit lots of electrical lines. And there are...
Hold on, I want to take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
I want to see how you built it on the sides. And she's got the spikes down there, and
I haven't fixed all the spikes. We're about to reset.
The dart traps on top.
Yep, dart traps on either side and electrical on either side. So the idea is that when things come in, especially like the cops and the demolishers, they get stuck like right around here. They never really make it past this point. The first two, you just headshot them. Demolisher's done. I don't like dealing with them. They're not fun.
These tripwires go this far? That's really far. Damn.
It's really tricky. It was really hard getting the right angling to make sure that they stretch all the way.
You know you could put
nice.
You know you could put tripwires right on the front of the dart traps.
Yeah.
Just so you know for future, if you want to try that. It actually shoots. Yeah. That's really far. How many blocks? That's like 3 or 4 blocks away, right?
Yeah, well, the idea was these shield things on the side, which make up the claws, they have two purposes. One, they're far enough away that if a demolisher does go, it won't hurt the electrical. It just hurts the steel plates over it.
I see.
Also, when cops come running up, like from the front, they don't, in previous builds, like you just have a ramp, they'll stop like right here, and they'll just look up and start spitting at you. So it acts as a shield.
Okay.
But that's the way in they go. I had some trouble with zombies coming to the back and deciding that they want to hit on the back of the base. So this was an addition to try to deal with that. The blade traps don't really get much use, but they sound cool.
That's odd that they beat on the back of your base.
But it's because they did the AI so that you have like a couple of stupid zombies per batch. And they just don't come forward, and there's no way to get back there. And the way you actually get in is through... You'll recognize which POI this is when you come inside.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So all the work already done, which I'm okay with. Let's see here. And then, this is always fun. God, she gets stuck, like, right there. I've got 2 generators here.
Oh, they just went invisible for me.
And then that powers everything. And I'll turn those off.
Have you guys been having problems with the server?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because whenever I hear those generators are normal, but when I get close to them, I see shadows of them, but not the actual generators.
Yeah, you'll see it when we get into the main base. You're going to notice a really big graphical glitch when you get close to areas where they just turn into shadows. We've had that, and like during Horde night, when we have 7 or 8 people, Havoc will tell you the same thing. Like the zombies, some of them are going so fast that when the lag hits, they skip past like the first 2 or 3 lines of electrical. And so sometimes they almost make it all the way through. I could rip out these tips because I know people don't like exploits. And I could just put regular, if you put regular blocks down, it wouldn't matter because they never make it this far.
You know my motto: always play to have fun. It's your game, right?
Oh yeah, and also we have turrets up here.
For the vultures.
So they take care of the birds, and then if I need to get in and service anything, having 5 in parkour helps. But that's literally just how you get in. I can jump like from either way or miss sometimes, and almost die on spikes. But we actually had problems the very first time with this because we had, the zombie force field over here, which I'd never used before, but somebody introduced the idea, And what happened is they got stuck on the force field, like right here, a demolisher did. So then another zombie came flying by, smacked the demolisher in the chest. This blew up. Zombies tunneled all the way in.
Wow.
And then I just ended up with them inside the main base, so that was a lot of fun.
But those are always the best videos, though. Like that's.
What I know, because everything goes wrong.
Yep.
But it's nothing fancy. I'm the next version of this is gonna take the idea of what you see here with like these side things. We're probably gonna make it kind of like a circle shape. I want to try to filter out demolishers the way the Double D does, but then have a base on the inside where people actually have the option to, I don't know, melee. Again.
Melee is so hard. Like
it is.
Woof! I have a baseball bat with 5 of 5. And when the zombies come in on Horde night, they can't get to me, and I can't melee. It doesn't do enough damage. It's insane. My shotgun, 5 of 5 shotgun, it's a blue shotgun modded out, does not do enough damage. Like I need the M60 at this point. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. When you get far enough up, you need the stuff. But it would be a nice challenge to see if we can filter the Domos out on the outside. Have some people running as snipers, maybe to take out the cops. And then give people the option to try to melee, and then if it gets bad out there, they can just double back in and then go to the final, area.
What I think I'm going to do,
So
I think what I'm going to do next season is I'm going to be all about demolisher filtering, demolisher nets. You know, whatever I can get to do it.
This does a good job because you hear them as they're coming up. You usually see them from the side. So you can automatically, if you're switching back and forth between armor piercing and like non-armor piercing, so you don't waste ammunition on non-irradiated and non-armored. The moment they hit here, they freeze up, and it's just a matter of lining up a really good headshot with something you're spec'd into. Most of the time, we take them out in one hit.
Yep.
And this will take 2 or 3 hits before it's not usable, which is kind of nice, but obviously... you don't want any hits and you want minimal repair, because I hate having to spend time repairing a base when you could be doing more fun things like looting.
Yeah, especially when like the thing's not broke, but it's like really broke, and then you just gotta sit there and hit it like 50 times with the freaking nail gun. Mm-hmm. So, all right, is there anything else to this base that we need to look at then?
Not really. It's just simple.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, we are back with Kodos the Executioner, and this is his Horde base. Kodos' Ultimate Killing Corridor. KUKC. Oh, I like that. KUKC.
Welcome.
That works.
So, people will probably recognize a lot of little bits and pieces of this from ideas, again, that came from Jawoodle and Vidui, starting off with what a lot of people are familiar with, the zombie force field, which is... as much as it is to keep the zombies off of your pillars, it's also to control the zombie pathing. Because I only want the zombies to path down the corridor, slide down, come back out. But
what's with the blade traps? Is the force field not 100%, or?
It's for spider zombies. Spider zombies will just jump past the force field and end up against your wall. So I have blade traps covering all the front and sides of it, including where they can jump on the sides down here, to deal with them so I don't have to deal with them. So spider zombie comes, jumps for it, bam, blade traps are going to take care of it. But that's the only purpose for the blade traps. This, as you'll see above, is something I added in for if they take out the top level, it gives them a way to drop down and begin the cycle again. Otherwise, they get trapped inside.
Okay.
But the zombie force field is just the first part of it, which forces them to follow the corridor. So up the corridor you go, and then you enter in to where I've got the diverters. So the purpose of the diverters here are to line them up, because I go with penetrator rounds and hunting rifle. I want to kill as many zombies as possible with the least amount of ammo.
Okay,
possible.
Wait a minute.
So,
I got a question. What's slowing me down?
Yeah, okay, back up. I'll show you in a second. Everybody asks this when they see it.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
You got to just keep back.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Never mind.
So there's the barbed wire, and it's covered by a garage door. So the garage door is hidden within the paneling, the right-hand side of the corridor. And so, the paneling forces it to stick out, but there's actually 2 sets of garage doors, and the garage doors cover the barbed wire. So zombies come along, they get diverted through the diverters here into a single file line. They're also slowed down, which gives you ample time to just line up the headshot, let 3 or 4 of them come into the corridor, line them up, and then you can just take them all out with 1 penetrator round. So fantastic for.
Wouldn't 1 cop explosion break that door?
It's 7,000 hit points.
Oh, I didn't know there were that much hit points. So
yeah,
you gotta worry about demolishers. When demolisher goes off.
Well, 1 demolisher and it's still there. 2 demolishers and it's gone. But underneath
still, yeah, I mean, it's not like the whole thing isn't gone. They're just gonna walk through it a different way.
Yeah, it's double layered steel underneath. So this can take a lot of demolisher and cop explosions. I mean, the garage doors are only going to take up to 7,000 hit points worth, but the whole rest of the structure, being steel and double layered steel underneath, can take several explosions before it's gone.
Is there any reason you made these things that move them into one single line instead of just making this one line originally?
Oh, yes. So if you squeeze them too much, they will not run down the hallway. They'll beat on the sides. So
okay.
You always have to leave enough of a gap, even though the diverters, with the diverters, they won't beat on. They won't jump over them. They'll just get slid into a single file. But as soon as you squeeze this hallway down any tighter than 2 blocks, they'll beat on the sidewalls, and you don't want that. And yeah, so away they come all the way down to the end. When they get to the end, there's just a single electric fence here. So when they get to the end, if the zombies try and jump, they'll just get electrocuted and drop instead. And when they drop, they hit the slippery slope here. And the slippery slope triggers the AI to not go into attack all mode because they don't take damage on fall. So they'll just slide down. The AI reprograms the path, and the pathway that it has is, again, around the force field. Up they go, and they start the whole cycle. Most of the time, none of them actually make it down to the end of the hallway, but sometimes they do, and you need.
So if a zombie falls off that and takes damage, then they'll just start attacking randomly. But if they don't take damage, then they'll just
Yep.
They'll just walk.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You still always have like this. It's like 5% or less chance that they'll go into attack all mode, but if you have the slippery slope and they don't take any fall damage when they drop, then you have a much higher chance that the AI will just reprogram a fresh path and head down the corridor again.
Wow. Yeah.
And then the way in is over here. You won't have to pay for the entrance unless you really want to put some money in the so you just, the idea is you pick a hatch and you fire your way down the corridor. Everything is covered off so that the cops don't see you until they're at the end of the corridor. So the cops will not puke until they're right at the end of the corridor and you're already shooting at them. That gives you a chance to get them before they explode, but also avoid.
What keeps a cop from puking if they're on the left side over there on the ground? You just stay back.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I usually stand right here and then just shoot down. And then the only time they see you is when they've got to the top of the stairs of the corridor. You do still, if you end up in a situation where there's a zombie beating on the walls, you can pop open the side hatches and you can shoot at them if they got stuck for some reason on the force field. And then the bars are so that you can make sure that the blade traps are running and make sure that nobody's trapped down there on the force field. So just flip that on, flip on the switch, and away goes the blade traps. And that's it. You flip the switch and Horde Night begins.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like the way it what do you call it? Diversion or divert?
Oh, the diverters.
Yeah, the diverters.
To line them up.
Yeah.
If you make the diverters 2 blocks high, they will beat on. I don't know why. If you make them 1 block high, They don't beat on them. They don't jump on them. They just simply get pushed into a single file line.
I wonder if they would jump on them if you didn't have the things below. If you didn't have the if you didn't have the things below, yeah, the barbed wire I think slowing down keeps them from jumping on them.
That could be.
I'm gonna go take a look at how you did how you did those were those garage doors.
Yes, and they're hidden away in the side panels to protect them against cop puke.
Hidden from me. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to kind of figure out how to do this, but
yeah.
I mean, I have some experience with garage doors, but not like this.
And then the very last thing to it is at the top of the tower is just to deal with birds. I have a couple SMG auto turrets up here. So yeah, they'll take care of the birds. The blade traps will take care of the spider zombies. Being completely enclosed makes it so the cops won't puke. And you just aim down, the zombies get lined up and slowed. You got all the time in the world to get your penetrator headshots. It's I found it perfect for going with marksman rifle, hunting rifle, and AP rounds. It works great. Yes, it is full of exploits, which some people are not for, but I like it because of the fact
well,
you
I don't
really save on ammo.
I don't know, like this right here is an exploit,
huge exploit
to the nth degree. But you know, whatever. I mean, I don't judge. But like the whole this whole force field thing down here, I don't even know if that's an exploit. Because honestly, if you took this out, they wouldn't jump down there anyway. If you took out these force field things and gave them a walkway to get out of that pit, they would never end up in that pit.
Well, and they do. If you actually see right here, this is the walkway in and out of the pit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the idea being, if a zombie were to beat their way down through somehow, or let's say a demolition zombie demolisher exploded and blew open a hole and some fell down there, this at least gives them a pathway out, so they just won't sit and beat on walls.
Yeah, I mean that's what I use on my world. Like, I mean, Bloodbath and Beyond does the same exact thing. So I don't even see this as an exploit, because I'm telling you right now, if you didn't use these force field things, it wouldn't matter. They would just filter out anyway. The cool thing about the force fields, though, is it looks neater. It looks neat to have like a walk, you know, an actual floor, you know.
Yeah, I can walk on it, but they won't.
So how thick do you have to make? Because I want to use these now. Do they have to be like 4 thick, or like how far do they have to go?
Go 3 wide and 4 deep.
3 wide and 4
3
deep.
wide.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I could put that in my Bloodbath and Beyond build, like, pretty easily. Well, actually, no, I actually can't, because the Bloodbath and Beyond's right next to each other. I could probably do it on the outside.
Yeah, you can go as wide as you want, as long as it's at least 3.
Well, the thing is, Bloodbath and Beyond's like are right next to each other, and they're only 2 blocks away.
I know.
So
you got those 2 little hatches.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it on the inside, but the outside I could definitely do this. And honestly, even if you weren't using these, like I said, you give them a way out, it doesn't matter at all. As a matter of fact, you're probably making this harder for yourself, because like you said, you wouldn't need these blade traps, because they just wouldn't come in here. They never do on Bloodbath Beyond. They wouldn't on this one. So.
That's true. Yeah. Even the spider zombies, if they jumped, they would just end up below.
Yeah, and then what you would do is you would make a staircase right where I'm standing right now, going up here, and you put it right next to the entrance of where you want them to go.
Well, maybe you will see that on your next tour.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I gotta do more tours, man. I'm gonna have to split this into a couple of videos. Damn, you guys been busy. All right, well, thank you for showing off. What's the base called again?
So Kodos's Ultimate Killing Corridor. It's a big combination.
Kukok. I don't know. So,
God, don't call it that. No.
Oh, God. We'll think of something.
Demonetized.
Yeah, right.
Did you see the sign on the side that says Cage Crew Station?
I did see it earlier. I don't. Oh wait.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me read some of these signs.
We figured that would make a good thumbnail.
The Demolisher, the Demolisher of Doom, Tiny's little. Okay. I like the signs.
The double D.
Yeah, pointing in the direction.
Yeah.
Cool. And in case you guys are wondering, the people on the server, they're the Cage Crew, basically. That's Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers. Cage Station Crew. Nice. You guys wrote it like they did in what was that TV show where they wrote it? Don't "Don't open dead inside," but it said "Don't
Yes.
dead open inside." Yeah, The Walking Dead. That's right.
The walk.
Yes.
It kind of didn't fit. So.
No, I love it. I love it. All right, well, let's go to the entrance and let's give a tour. So this is like your community thing. Okay.
Right.
All right. So let me come over here. By the way, I was talking to, darn it, I think it was Kodos about this
Yes.
force field thing, and I was telling him that I don't see this as an exploit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because with a pit there, if you just made a stairway going out, any zombies that accidentally fell in that pit would easily get out and would never come through here anyway. So the only thing you're doing with this force field is making a nice, smooth, good-looking ground. You know, because like,
Well, and part of it was so that you can just drive into the base, but the zombies can't follow you in.
oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is for you guys to get into the base. That's right. Okay, so yeah, I would probably have it open it with the drawbridge, but yeah, that's true. It works for a horde base, but for this kind of thing, you know. But all right, cool. Let's check it out. Where are we going first? This rings a bell.
We had to change his sign.
What?
That's Eris or Pink Lemon's room. We
Okay.
decorated it for him. We like to mess with.
So this is the house of a mad person.
No, we play a joke. Playing a joke on him and decorated it.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think this place is. I think
Oh.
I think this place is haunted, guys.
Yeah.
I think you have a poltergeist.
This is the room of a mad person.
Yeah.
I've never been in here.
Yep.
Oh, this is what you did.
Hold on.
That
Oh,
looks good.
I was gonna go into God mode and turn myself upside down, but I was like, that's not something you can do in God mode. Come on, fun pimps, get on it. Oh yeah, you put the roof in here. Okay, all right. I recognize this place kind of.
Yeah, that way if they break in here, they're not a lot of damage upstairs right off.
Oh my god. All right, you guys need to seek help, please.
The chair started a long time ago. It's kind of every person that comes on tends to like it and go plays along with the joke. Plus, there's always spare mechanical parts if we need them.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh god. Guys. Yeah, like that's what happened in my game. Like on my No More Room in Hell series, I was like, I'm gonna pick up all these chairs, and oh darn it, I'm gonna wrench them someday. And then I had like 40 chairs, and I started wrenching them, and I was like, I don't care, I'm not wrenching these chairs. It
started the same with us, and then we got playing a joke on the person who kept bringing them back, saying he was gonna wrench them, and just start placing them, and just has been a running joke forever.
Moss Stone, what the fuck, Stone?
Yeah. I tend to craft to where when we need something, we have it, the supplies for it made already.
Oh god, you got chemistry stations stacked on chemistry stations. I would think that was weird if there wasn't chairs glued to all the walls.
Well, when we make something, we make it.
We have a tendency to work together to make sure we have enough of what we need.
Oh, I love the way you do the trader resets thing. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a little out of date, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, only 35 days, but 40 days. Need breast. Pineapple pizza?
Yeah, that is in my
no.
sustained
Damn it! I couldn't write sucks on there. Nope. It wouldn't let me write sucks. Damn it!
That's why it's there, because you were coming in.
Son of a bitch.
We do that so people come in and out. They know I could put on there what we need, so they know what to look out for or go out and mine.
Because a lot of the bases that we build were from community resources. We worked together as a team to get everything so each person could build their base.
And then,
I got my loft over here.
Oh, I like the railings.
He's got his own little...
How you gonna sleep here, man? Like any point during the day, the sun's gonna be like right in your eyes.
I'm not.
Just pull a chair over in the way.
Holy cow!
Yeah, straight up.
Aren't you afraid those chairs are gonna fall on your head in the middle of your sleep?
I wrench them as quickly as I can, and they just keep respawning. I can't.
Yeah, he likes wrenching our chairs.
Got on the
Had a
roof.
farm.
God, a huge ass farm.
Yeah, we
Yep.
tend to make it big and later
Need
game
food?
don't do as much.
So
Well,
is
effort
this
went
a
into
nitrogen? This is a nitrogen map, right?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
not. It's a pretty good map for a non-nitrogen map.
It's one of Dan Cap's picked verified great seeds in his mind.
Is this the
And
one?
it's great for us.
Is this the one that I have on my Let's Play World?
I think so.
Yeah, because I remember you guys saying you never got the Cracker book, right?
Right.
Ah,
Well,
Yeah, we have
actually,
solar panels. Oh,
Matt
yeah, like-
modified it to where we have a crack in almost every big city.
oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll never play. I'll never play again without a nitrogen map.
yeah, we were hoping when we do the reset that maybe we could work on having nitrogen map used with combo pack. That way it would give a lot of the, us people and new people a lot of interesting POIs to explore.
I don't know what combo pack is, but nitrogen map is just like Madden, like starting it up and then just plopping it in there. It's could not be simpler.
Yeah, yeah
So
the
the-
combo pack just adds more buildings.
Yeah, more POIs. You can get things like a Walmart and IKEA. Either the Horde Night Mall or the Eden Mall is included, and
is
Asylum. It just goes on and on. There are a lot of really interesting POIs, and it's really easy to do with nitrogen.
Yeah, nitrogen could not be simpler. All right, guys. Well, I think we are going to call this one here, though. I look forward to giving you guys months and months and months to make some more sick shit.
Thanks, Cage.
Yep, and thank you for your support and thank you for building all this cool stuff for me to make a video of.
Yep.